What's going on, guys? Aero here, and guys, we're now less than 1 month away from having the Nintendo Switch in our homes, and guys, I'm just so excited right now. It feels like just yesterday that Nintendo officially showed off the Nintendo Switch for the first time, and we saw that reveal trailer and finally got to see what the Nintendo Switch was. And I still remember the videos that I made talking about the NX, and I was still calling it that. And I was talking about how Nintendo would finally reveal this system soon, and all those rumors and stuff. And so yeah, time really has flown, and now we're less than 1 month away from having this system come out. I really hope that the launch date gets here really soon, and this is literally just going to be me every single day until the Switch comes out.
I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. We're waiting.
So yeah, I'm definitely really excited for the Nintendo Switch. I already got my pre-order in, and I'm definitely going to be picking up this system on day one. But I know that there's definitely a lot of people out there who are interested in buying the Nintendo Switch, but who are not considering buying it on day one. And we already know that the launch day for the Nintendo Switch is in March. It's on March 3rd. And I know there's so many people who are like, okay, I'm interested in this system, but I don't think I want to spend $300 right away in March. And there's a lot of reasons as to why people want to do this. First of all, they want to see how the system's actually going to turn out. They want to see how many people are actually buying this system. Also, the launch games aren't that good. I'm going to be talking about that in a little bit as well. And there's a lot of factors that come into play on if you're going to be buying this system on day one. And so today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the best times of the year that I think would be to buy the Nintendo Switch, and I'm also going to give you guys reasons as to why you would want to get it on launch day as well. And so yeah, but also I do want to mention something really fast. If you guys are planning on getting the Nintendo Switch on launch day, or if you're like considering it but you're not sure, if you're planning on getting it on launch day, you definitely have to pre-order this system right now. I mean, even though that a lot of people are saying that the Nintendo Switch isn't going to sell well and it's too overpriced and stuff like that, the pre-orders are selling out really fast at every single place I can think of. I mean, I'll have them on screen right now for you guys, but you can see that like every single major store, all of the pre-orders online are sold out for the Nintendo Switch. And so if you guys are planning on getting the system on day one, you have to make sure that you get your pre-order in. I got my pre-order like the day after the Nintendo Switch presentation, and even right after then, like I think the next day, they were sold out. And I know that some stores are still getting them while we get closer to the launch. And so if you guys have like alerts signed up for them, or if you have any type of way of knowing when the pre-orders are up for certain websites, make sure that you do that, and make sure you get your pre-order in, because I'm seeing like news stories everywhere. I'm reading articles online. I think like Best Buy just recently had some pre-orders for the Nintendo Switch, and within like minutes the entire pre-order is like sold out. And so definitely make sure you get your pre-order in, or it's going to be really hard for you to get the system on launch day, because I'm sure that Nintendo is trying to give less quantities of the system to every single store, because then that will raise the demand, and it'll look kind of good from like a business standpoint, where a lot of people are playing this brand new system, and it feels like you really want to get this system as well. And so I can see how they're doing that, and they're probably only going to be giving a limited amount of quantities to every single store. And so definitely make sure that you guys get your pre-orders in. You could also go to a store as well. If you think that you can't get any online, try walking to like your local GameStop or Walmart or something, and just ask if you can reserve a Nintendo Switch. That's usually a way that you can get the system as well. And so yeah, make sure you get your pre-orders in if you want to get it on launch day, or you're gonna have to pay some absurd prices on eBay. And in fact, there's actually some weird prices on eBay right now. If I can find a few, I'll put them on screen for you guys. But the Switch pre-orders, they're selling for a high price. So yeah, make sure you get your pre-orders in. Alright, so now onto the topic of when you want to get the Nintendo Switch. I feel like there's 3 big times of the year that you can get this system. And the first one is of course the launch day on March 3rd. The second is summer of 2017. And then the third is holiday of 2017. Alright, so let's talk about the launch day. The launch day, as we all know, is on March 3rd, and March 3rd we have a pretty good amount of games that are coming out, but there's not that many big games that are coming out for the Nintendo Switch that would be considered system sellers. And I'll put them on screen for you guys right now. So these are all of the launch games that are coming out on March 3rd. So we have 1-2 Switch, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Skylanders Imaginators, Just Dance 2017, Super Bomberman R, Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus, I Am Setsuna, World of Goo, Little Inferno, and Human Resource Machine. And so yeah, there you guys go. Those are all of the games that are coming out on the Nintendo Switch launch day, and there's really only one big game that's a system seller for me, and I'm pretty sure it's the only system seller on there, unless you guys are like really hyped for 1-2 Switch or something, and that is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This is definitely going to be the big game that everybody wants to play on launch day, and this is really the one game that I think would be the reason why you would want to get a Nintendo Switch on day one. If you guys are planning on getting a Nintendo Switch day one, then it's most likely going to be for this Zelda game. If you're really hyped for playing Zelda, then you should get the Nintendo Switch on day one. You guys know I'm not a Zelda fan. I've never played a Zelda game, but this game looks a lot of fun, and it definitely looks like it's going to be an interesting game. So I'm going to be picking up Zelda day one as well. Hopefully it'll be a really fun game, and maybe I'll even get into the Zelda series if I really like Breath of the Wild. But yeah, Zelda is really the one big title that you would want to get a Nintendo Switch day one for. And Zelda is also coming out on the Wii U as well. So if you guys don't want to spend $300 just to get the Nintendo Switch, and if you want and also to play Zelda as well, so I guess that'll be like $360 because it's $60 for the game as well. So if you don't want to pay like $360 on March 3rd just to play Zelda, then you guys can play it on your Wii U as well. I don't think that it's going to be that big of an issue. I know there's so many people out there who don't want to pay $360 just to play Zelda, and they're just going to get it on their Wii U, wait till a couple of big games come out for the Nintendo Switch, and then they'll probably get the Nintendo Switch and play all those games as well. So yeah, I can definitely understand that. And there's not that many big differences in Zelda on the Wii U and Zelda on the Nintendo Switch as well. I think like the resolution is a little bit different. I think on the Switch you get 900p, and then on the Wii U you get I think you get 720p, so you get a little bit of like resolution upgrades if you get it on the Switch. Also, I'm pretty sure if you get it on the Switch, like the environmental sounds or something like that are supposed to like sound more realistic, so you're only getting a little bit of an extra upgrade if you're getting it on the Switch. It's not like it's a different story or anything like that, so it doesn't really matter. Unless you really want to play Zelda in the best experience possible, then there's really no reason that you can't play it on the Wii U as well. So yeah, launch day is basically Zelda. If you want to play Zelda in the best possible way, or if you just don't have a Wii U and you want to play Zelda, then definitely get it on the Nintendo Switch, and that's definitely the biggest reason to pick up a Nintendo Switch on day one. Alright, the next thing is summer of 2017. Now, there's definitely going to be some good games coming out in the summer, but really the one big one that I can think of is going to be Splatoon 2. Now, Splatoon on the Wii U is already a really fun game. A lot of people are interested in Splatoon. A lot of people are playing Splatoon, and Splatoon 2 definitely looks like it's going to be a fun game as well. It's a summer 2017 title, so it's definitely going to be like the first big game, I think, on the Nintendo Switch that isn't like a game that's already on the Wii U, or a port, because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is basically just Mario Kart 8 from the Wii U. So Splatoon 2 is actually going to be like a big game on the Nintendo Switch that a lot of people are familiar with. I think ARMS is also going to be a big game as well, obviously, but since it's like a brand new IP, I don't know if that many people are going to be picking that up. But yeah, Splatoon is definitely something that people are familiar with, and I know for a fact that a lot of people are going to be picking up Splatoon. And so if you want to get Splatoon, I think that summer is definitely a good time if you want to get Splatoon and the Nintendo Switch. That'll definitely work out. I know a lot of people are just going to wait till they get Splatoon 2 and the Nintendo Switch as well. That'll be like the first big new game that you'll be able to get on the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. Splatoon 2, it's going to be great because they're going to have like the events where you're gonna have like a new weapon come out every single week in the summer, so there's gonna be a lot of fun Splatoon stuff going around as well. The Splatfests are gonna be cool as well, so summer is definitely a good time to get the Nintendo Switch as well. If you're gonna be off from school, if you're gonna be on break or on vacation, it's definitely the perfect time to get a Nintendo Switch. And finally, the last one is the holiday season. by then there's definitely going to be a lot of good games. And I also forgot about E3. I mean, I'm sure Nintendo's going to announce some big games during E3 that are going to be coming out either this year or next year, and most likely they're going to be falling into the holiday season. And so by then there's going to be a lot of games for you to play. You'll have Zelda, ARMS, and Mario Kart, and Splatoon 2. Mario Odyssey is going to be the big holiday game for Nintendo this year, and so holiday is definitely going to be the next biggest time for you to get your games, or for you to get the Nintendo Switch. But just remember, then you're going to be missing out on the actual like big events that happen in Splatoon and stuff like that, like the weapons and the Splatfest and stuff like that. And so there's definitely some pros and cons as to when you want to get the system. But yeah, holiday season is definitely a fun time as well. There's going to be a lot of good games and big titles out by then. And so yeah, that is, I think, the last like big time that you can choose to get the Nintendo Switch. But yeah, overall, I'm sure there's going to be some other big games that are going to be released throughout the year as well. I'm sure there's going to be some games in the fall and stuff, and we just don't know about them yet. And I'm sure Nintendo will show those off at E3 or just reveal them later. And yeah, I'm just looking really excited for this system. It's going to be an amazing system. I really have high expectations for it. I have high hopes. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And so yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to click that like button. It really does help me out. And definitely comment down below, when do you guys plan on getting the Nintendo Switch? Are you getting it on day one? Did you guys get your pre-orders in? You can let me know. Just let me know when you guys are planning on getting this system. And as always, if you guys are hyped for Nintendo Switch and just want more Nintendo content on this channel, be sure to subscribe. If you ever want to talk with me or send me something, then go follow me on Twitter at Aero. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.